Hi everyone, and welcome to my meal prep video. I was prepping for the Arnold Classic, and I basically just prepped the same meals for every day, and then I would choose some icon meals to fill in the gaps between the meals that I cooked. So it's easiest just to eat mainly the same foods, and I wanted to show you the edit button in MyFitnessPal. So I went to a day that I had already put in my food, and then I pressed edit, and I'm selecting certain meals because these are the meals that I'm going to eat again on the next day. So you select it, and then you press add at the bottom there where it says add, and you can select add to the same meals on which day. And I was prepping on March 1st, but I was adding it to March 4th. So you make sure it's the correct date, press enter, and then I go to March 4th, and you see all of the food is in there. So that saves you from having to enter it multiple times. Using the list and recent features. So now I have most of what I want added in there, but I wanted to add my carbs. So I go and I press list so I can add multiple carbs at a time. I added sweet potatoes, asparagus, and white rice. And then you add that, and all of that's added at the same time. And then I realized I didn't want the sweet potato, so I deleted that. So just to kind of show you how it works on MyFitnessPal. Using the scan item function, you can scan any item with MyFitnessPal. So I'm scanning a protein pizza from Icon Meals. You simply just aim it, scan it, and add it to your diary. Alright everyone, so the meal planning is going well. I basically decided on one low carb meal and one high carb meal from Icon Meals every single day. These are leftover Icon meal containers. So these are empty. This is what I'll prep myself. So it's nice because I have Icon meals for 2 of my meals, and then I'll make my own 2 meals, and I prep that out for the whole week. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, I'm only doing one of my own meals because I'm going out to eat with the Ravish Sands team. So I'm gonna kind of macro hoard on that day. And then 4 more meals for Monday. For my veggies, I decided to do the frozen veggie medley, and then I'm gonna do the cauliflower mash. So I'll make that into like a mashed potato and throw the veggies in there with like some butter seasoning. It'll be really good. And I actually get a tablespoon of butter for my fats in that meal, so it'll be extra good. And then also some asparagus. I'm just gonna cook the rest of it and evenly divide it between some meals. And then I have pre-cooked chicken I'm going to chop up for 2 meals. I get chicken sausage at 1 meal. I'm using 3 turkey burger patties over the course of the weekend, so I'll cook all of that. And then 2 mahi patties that I will use on separate days, so I will cook that. So I'll cook all the meat, throw that in the containers that it goes in depending on which day I have, which is all in MyFitnessPal. And then I'll just put in the veggies for the remaining of my calories. I also plan to have a Combat Crunch bar and a protein shake, or at least half a protein shake per day, because that's easiest when I'm at an expo. So that will be it for now. I'll show you guys when I get it all cooked and done. Alright, who is ready to make some cauliflower mash? I actually made this in my Olympia meal prep vlog, but it has been requested that I make it again. So all you have to do is boil the cauliflower on high, and you just boil it until it's really, really soft, because you're going to want to blend it. So I don't really have a time frame, maybe 15 minutes. I don't know, I should probably write these things down. Do it until it's soft, and then you throw it all in a blender. It's best if you have a food processor because you can probably fit it all in there. I have to do mine in rounds, so I have to weigh out the cauliflower and then put it in the blender, blend it all up. I have to write down how much almond milk I add every time to make sure it blends. It's quite the process. And honestly, until I get a food processor, I'm not sure I'm going to be making this again because it's a pain in the butt. So invest in a food processor, or you might not want to make this because I'm telling you it is a pain. But I keep just trying to add it in there until I can get all of the cauliflower in there. When I'm finally done, I dump it into a big bowl. And whenever you're going to track this at the end, I do show you guys how to track it in MyFitnessPal, but you have to make sure that you are measuring all of the cauliflower that you're adding and all of the almond milk in between all of this, because you see all of it can't fit in one blender. So now that I have it all in a bowl, all you do is add your seasonings. I add 0-calorie butter spray, as you just saw. I can't believe it's not butter spray. And then you can add whatever seasonings you want. So I chose the butter seasoning, the popcorn seasoning, because it's really good. And then I'm also going to add some mild barbecue rub. yeah, mild barbecue rub, and it's really delicious. Again, you can add whichever you like, but these are the two that I chose, so hope you enjoy the recipe. If you decide to make it, let me know, and let me know if you liked this by giving this video a thumbs up. Okay, so to track the cauliflower mash, I measured how much cauliflower I put in the blender, which total was 3 pounds, 5.5 cauli ounces, and then 12 ounces of almond bries. I mixed all of that up, and then I weighed the entire thing, which came out to 3 pounds and 12.2 ounces, and that was 60.2 ounces for the entire recipe, and then I divide that by 8 because that's how many servings I want, so each serving is 7.5 ounces. So one serving, 7.5 ounces, 0.5 fat, 9.2 carbs, 4.6 protein. So if you look in MyFitnesspal, I entered it as Emily's Arnold Expo cauli-mash because the measurements always change depending on when I make it. So you see here, you have one serving, 50 calories, and it's all good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. And it's added to MyFitnesspal. Alright, so here is the protein I'm responsible for cooking. It's the turkey burgers, the chicken sausage, regular chicken, and then mahi fish. So all that's left is to weigh out the asparagus, the mixed veggies, the cauli-mash, and add it to my meals. Here are the finished meals, all done with the proteins and the veggies. I had leftover mixed veggies and leftover cauliflower, not sure if I'll bring those. I still have to do some calculating for my macros, but I'm gonna go ahead and organize all of these with the other meals that they go with so I can make sure and keep my meals on the right day. Alright, so this is the finished product of my prep for my meals for the Arnold. And I'll just start over here. Basically, I have 2 icon meals and 2 meals that I prepped per day, except for Sunday because I'm going out with people for dinner, and then Monday as well. So basically, I have the meals labeled as, for example, icon meal number 1, icon meal number 2, and then meals that I prepped as 3 and 4. But that's just so that I remember which icon meal I'm eating on which day, because they're all different. I have like s'mores protein pancakes, I have breakfast tacos, protein PB&J, teriyaki turkey meatballs. So this isn't necessarily the order that I'll eat them in for that day. I just wanted to make sure I had the right meals on the right day. Ideally, I'll probably switch it up so it's like delicious icon meal, not as delicious, I prepped it myself, but still okay. Delicious icon meal, not as good. So basically I have 4 prep meals per day, and then I also I'm going to bring this Formula 1 chocolate milkshake, and this one tastes like chocolate milk. It is so good, and I will be bringing some almond bries, which is like almond milk. And you can't see, but it's 100 calories, 1 fat, 3 carbs, and 20 grams of protein. If you ever have chocolate cravings, this will absolutely satisfy your chocolate cravings. So I brought that. I'm also bringing Anabolic Bridge. If I'm at the expo not able to eat a meal minimum, I'm gonna chug down some of these. This basically just maximizes your protein synthesis, accelerates muscle growth, and makes sure that you're not going catabolic, because I can't be losing gains at an expo where I'm supposed to be like, you know, gained out. I am bringing Alpha Cree HD in the orange flavor, and this is basically what I'll just use for my pre-workout. It's not stim, so no stim in it, but it does amplify strength, so it'll be a really good pump and help me last. And I'm not bringing stim because I do have the Bliss. This is the Bliss Go Pack. It's the Bliss Thyrodrive and OptiCore. That's what I'm taking for my cut right now. So OptiCore is really important, especially when I travel, because it helps make sure that you get a deep, restful sleep. And I never get a restful sleep when I'm traveling because most of the time I don't sleep well without Brandon. So I have that. I have my Full Mega and my M Factor. This is more like just for health, overall health. for natural energy levels and good hormone function, reducing inflammation. So again, just trying to stay as healthy as possible. I noticed with a lot of the expos, it's actually very unhealthy. So I'm doing everything I can to be healthy this time. I am bringing Remedy just in case we go out for a drink or two. Because I'm not in the strict last 12 weeks of my prep, I do have that option if I want to. And this will just, it basically improves like hangover symptoms. So it replenishes your vitamins and minerals and just make sure that you don't get a hangover after having a few drinks. And again, this is just if you're someone who has like a few drinks, like 1, 2, maybe 3 max, not if you're going out binge drinking. Nothing's gonna help that if you're doing that. And then I'm bringing these little Coffee Mate single serve so that I can have my coffee. Also bringing these seasonings, garlic parmesan, white cheddar, and the butter, as well as this sriracha chili sauce. And then I am bringing Chef's Cut. This company actually sent these to Brandon, so that was kind of cool. And they're delicious. We did a little taste test the other day. We didn't film it or anything, but they're really good. So he's giving me the chipotle cracked pepper, which is 100 calories, 2.5 fat, 6 carbs, and 12 protein. And then also the buffalo style. So really yummy, good snack. And basically with my macros, I use these meals to hit a majority of my macros, and then I plug things in like Combat Crunch Bar, which I might go get some of those if I have time. I also put on here breath strips because I want to eat my meals, but I don't want to have bad breath if I meet anyone. So I will be getting those and popping those all day long. Plasticware for forks. And basically, I'm just going to freeze all of these meals. So the Icon meals were already frozen. I'm gonna throw these in there as well because this starts on Thursday. I haven't even done tomorrow's meals for when I'm traveling all day. I'll probably honestly try to eat just big meals tomorrow in the morning, one at the airport and one that night. But that is what I'm bringing. Also, this water bottle, I actually used to think that these were really weird because it's like an aluminum water bottle, but it's actually really easy to carry around and it keeps the water cold and it doesn't taste like aluminum like I thought it would. So I'm gonna bring 2 of these to the expo and hook them onto my backpack and then just make sure that I get my water intake for the day. So if you can't tell, my goal for this expo is to be as healthy as possible. Healthy just meaning getting my calories in, getting restful sleep, getting my vitamins and minerals in, because I always feel really crappy after expos and it shouldn't be that way. So I'm gonna do my best. I will let you guys know how I figure out how to pack all of this.